About a few years ago, I released a game called One Night at Dylan's. I didn't know how to do a Five Nights at Freddy's game, so I decided, hey, let my lazy ass do it. Let's remix the game, because that's what Scratch is known for. And I decided I made a little character. These characters were special to me. But ever since now, they're dead to me. Forever are gone, and I hate them with a passion. But then there was another game. Another game series that surely would have done great. No. Not One Night at Night at BB's. No. That game is not going to come back. Maybe. I don't know, it could be referenced. But other than that, the game I'm talking about is 8's Nightmare 1 and 2. So, back then, the designs of the characters looked strange. I wanted to make them look a little eerie. And sorta it worked. 8's Nightmare was pretty much Agent 8, getting a nightmare, obviously. Duh, it's called 8's Nightmare for a reason. But 8's Nightmare it did good, sort of. Because of my Scratch remixes, I mostly add a lot of creativity to my remixes. I'm not like those people who just, oh, hey, let's just change one thing. Boom, that's it. I didn't change anything. Look, I made this. No, for me, I change a lot of stuff. For example, for One Night at Dylan's, I think 3 or 4. Oh wait, no, 4 is not even canon. 4 is just like a game I made because just to shut someone up. One Night at Dylan's 3 was the last one, and pretty much it sucks. Yeah, but we're not talking about One Night at Dylan's. We're never gonna talk about those characters. They're dead to me. For now. Might replace them, but you know what? Nah, I'm not even gonna bother with them. They're pretty much fucking dead. One Night at One Night at Dylan's. Fuck! 8's Nightmare pretty much was the biggest thing for me. 8's Nightmare was... It was something I wanted to try. I wanted to try a FNAF game. Of course, MCN did used to do Five Nights at Freddy's games, which was, I think, Five Nights at Nicopolis, or Intropolis. I don't know. I don't fucking know what's the freaking name of the city, okay? But, of course, this game was, well, it was something I went a bit hard into it. And that's pretty much what I did. 8's Nightmare is pretty much something I will never forget, and actually I'm going to remaster it. But that's a topic in the end of the video. What happened next was, during the production of 8's Nightmare, I wanted to think of the enemy designs. Originally, the enemy designs were going to have, like, long arms. There was going to be, like, a spider-legged one. And there's also going to be, like, a one with a huge eyeball for a head. I just scrapped these because I thought it didn't look cool. But then we got One Night at Flumpty's 3, which is pretty much where my ideas could finally be like, oh wait, I can get inspiration from this. And no, I'm not going to talk about the Jonachrome incident. I'm not talking about that. No. Anyways, what happened next was 8's Nightmare actually did sort of good. I don't know why a lot of people liked 8's Nightmare. It was just a remix. Just another game. That's pretty much it. Of course, 8's Nightmare was, well, it was something, okay? It was something. I mean, it's not like Quest for the Missing Gems, which another game series that has actually did have an ending. No, I'm not gonna go back and finish the game to replace one character. There's one character I really want to replace in there, but But pretty much, 8's Nightmare was. It was strange. The designs were, bad, but now when I finish the designs, I just use models I already made. For example, you have this Cali Green model. I just fixed it. I just shaped it up, and boom, now we got this. And apparently, that's sort of freaky. The game you know, you're sitting in an office. Don't even ask me why you're in an office. I don't know. It's just one of Friday the Freddy's shit. And you have to survive until 6 a.m. obviously. Very rarely something like Blower will appear under your desk. That's because I didn't have any other models. I did not have a Pro Arena model because I just didn't bother. But then, oh boy. This is when I decided to make a new thing. There are secrets in the game, of course. I think there's Dead 8. I think Dead 8 is a character. The Dead 8 is just like a dead version of 8. And then there's the, there's another version of 8, which was, I don't remember. It was like, oh, I remember. It was pretty much like Sanitized 8. It was like Anti-8? Sanitized 8? I don't know, like Sanitized 8. I don't know. She was fucking stupid. She was dumb. It was stupid. It was a bad design. It was fucking awful. But, of course, I just went with it because I didn't really bother. The cavalry, they just got like sharp. That's pretty much it. But then came the second game. Oh boy, did the designs change. So I think around during this time, One Night at Flumpty's 2 came out. No, that can't be. I actually don't remember when One Night at Flumpty's 2 came out, but it was around the time when I first found out about One Night at Flumpty's 2. And of course, it sort of took inspiration. I don't know. The designs, of course, were based on the Eyesore, which is my favorite character from the One Night at Flumpty's franchise. Because, well, it's a scary dinosaur. I love dinosaurs. I love scary things. Combine those together, you got Eyesore. And it's a fun pun. Eyesore, like eyesore. But anyways, then it came to Twisted Designs. When designing the Twisted Designs for Twisted Callie and Twisted Marie, I didn't really want to, like, you know, oh wait, you know, they're just different. No, I gave Marie a white dress because I just thought it looked cool. I thought it was like different, like she's like a weeping angel. Originally, she was gonna be like a weeping angel character, where like she would always be covering her face, and once she revealed herself, she would just like scare you with like this creepy looking face. I thought that was pretty good, but then I didn't really know how to model that, so then I just didn't do it. Then I just went for like her, you know, opening her face, which is what Callie did. She has teeth all over. These designs will most likely come back because I just love them. They're terrifying, they're creepy, and they bring out a lot of creep factor. Now the next thing, of course, is Twisted Purple / Twisted Kiki. It was an amalgamation of a lot of things. And this is one of the first times Kiki was ever introduced. No, not fucking Ghost Xander, Ghost Kiki. Those are pretty much dead to me. They're not characters I use. Those two, they're remade. They're now Sushi and Bolty. Now they're my original things, not based on something else. Something else I also wanted to do was introduce a new character, the Beast. Now, the Beast obviously was inspired by Eyesore. The Beast, it was just called the Beast. It was pretty scary, actually. Of course, I think it actually did have the Eyesore jumpscare sound, but come on, you gotta expect it, because the Eyesore is awesome. And seeing how it came back in the third game really is cool. Another thing I did was, I think I brought back Anti-8 or Sanitized 8, but I don't think I did. There was scrapped concepts for a third game, and the third game was supposed to have a new system. So there would have been 2 doors, and each door one character would come out of. Callie, Marie, and 2 new characters. Jimmy and Tammy. Jimmy and Tammy were going to be 2 different characters. They were going to be characters that looked very similar to each other, but their mechanics were different. Like, their mechanics sometimes would swap. Like, sometimes she came from the vent, sometimes she came from like the side door. But then I didn't know how to do that. And this was not going to be a remix. This was going to be based, like, actually, like, a game I would make. But then I decided, no, I just didn't went with it. So, H Nightmare 3 was sadly canceled. And there were no designs for it. There might have been some designs I was going to go for, but I just didn't. Of course, the Dreaded Being, which I think that was his name, now it's known as the Dreaded Being, like all those guys are now just like their own thing. They're just their own monsters for my canon. But I don't know. The third game was also gonna introduce a secret night. This night was gonna be like a collaboration night with MCN. I should have told him about this, but you know, I just had this in the back of my mind. And H Nightmare 3 never became a thing. I mean, I'm probably gonna try to work on it again. I'll probably just post some art. Probably I'll make a DeviantArt account. It's a bad idea. I'm not making a Twitter account. Twitter is bad. What's happening on Twitter? Bad. I might just post them like in the fan kit, or maybe make like my own fan kit. I could probably just like post all the scrapped 8's Nightmare soundtrack, because there was like 8's Nightmare soundtrack for the third game. There was gonna be mini games in the third game that depict why 8 is having those certain nightmares. It was gonna explain more lore, but then I just realized this game was just mediocre. It was just a game just for fun, and I decided it's best if it just dies. The characters that would come back were gonna be, of course, Callie, Marie, Dreaded Being, or in this case, his name is just called Stitches. He's gonna be a stitched up monster. Stitches, and then the Beast. The Beast, well, now it's just gonna be called Flesh Monster. I don't know. I just didn't have a good name for it. He also could have been called the Inkmare, like Nightmare, Inkmare. And of course, that's what I was trying to go for, being an amalgamation of almost everyone, but dead. I scrapped this idea and just didn't go with it. Originally, there was going to be another monster in there, possibly like a monster that probably haven't done before. Now, if I could explain the mechanics, Callie, of course, was like Birthday Boy Blam. Or Bonnie, or Chica. She was gonna go like, a certain hallway, and then go down. It was pretty scary. Like, I liked it, but then I just scrapped it. Like, I didn't even draw the concepts, I didn't even make the models. I didn't even have a name for them. So, it probably would have just been the same enemies from this first game, just a little more scarier. But I don't know how you can do more scary than this. Oh wait, you can. That's pretty much it. Marie was gonna go in the front hallway, like the middle hallway, because there's three things you can go. Like, on the left is where you have to check your maintenance, because sometimes there'll be these hallucinations. And that third hallucination was gonna be Dead 8. Dead 8 was gonna, disrupt your cameras and disrupt your ventilation. Also disrupt your sanity. Sanity was going to be something that mostly is what it's like the exposure meter, but instead, if you die from sanity, you die from a secret character. You pretty much die from anti-8 or sanitized. I don't fucking know what her name is. I don't know what her name is, but you stupid, dumb, ugly. Originally, I was gonna have an idea of. The bad ending was probably going to be, 8 dying. Like, she was just going to finally accept her fate. I think she just killed herself. I don't know. I have no idea how the ending went, but it was going to be like a dark ending. And then the good ending was she didn't die and instead healed from the trauma that was her, the nightmare. But then I slowly lost interest, and then just flumped. yeah, sorry. So, that's pretty much all of them. Those are the endings. Now back to the mechanics. The Beast was going to appear on possibly 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. It was probably going to be like another One Night Flumpties thing. He or it, or whatever, he was going to like appear, start as in the meat locker. And he was going to like come out, and, you know, kept moving and moving. And then eventually it would get into your office. In order to hide from the Beast, you had to hide, and that was the right door, or like the right hall. You had to hide there, and of course, if a character was there, you would have gotten jump scared by, I think Marie, was it? No, wait, no, she came from the center. Oh, wait, I remember who came from that way. It was Stitches. Stitches came from the right. If you hid there while Stitches was there, Stitches would have gone and got you. Now, then there was two characters, Faily and Winnie. Winnie was gonna be, these were two undead characters, or like zombie characters of like the blue inkling and the orange inkling. It was like Champ and Chump, but these were just characters I just came up with because mediocre. So Winnie is the girl, and Flunky or Faily is the boy. And Faily was gonna be the right vent, and Winnie was gonna be the left vent. When they came down, sometimes one of them will just straight up zoom at you. I didn't know how to do that, so it would have been impossible, and then they just would have gotten you. I didn't really know what else I wanted to do with the characters. They just flunked. But possibly in the remake, maybe everything will turn out better. Possibly. The remake is probably just going to be more goofy. It won't even be called Eight's Nightmare. If the Eight's Nightmare did return, I possibly will use these designs, possibly mechanics. And speaking of which, the collab night, it was going to be Calical and Marmar. Those two were going to come out, and they were just going to, you know, everyone else would have been gone. You would have seen, like, pieces of them around, corrupted or, like, glitched out, because the nightmare is slowly fading. And after this, and their jump scares probably would have been distorted and weird. But, of course, I just didn't do it. And, well, I just didn't like the idea. The idea would have been cool, but seeing how the game was probably would have been too hard or too easy, possibly it just didn't work well. I'm trying to think of more ideas, what else I could do, but the Secret Night, that might be a real thing. I mean, after all, or maybe like a night dedicated to 8, where 8 has to fight herself. That would have been pretty cool. Like, it's just like a night all about 8. But of course, it just wasn't meant to be. And I hope you enjoy that little commentary. I didn't really want to leave it out on a cliffhanger. So, Eight's Nightmare probably will be remade, or it won't be called Eight's Nightmare. It's like a One Night Flumpties style games. Possibly. But I just don't really know. Maybe it'll be like 3 nights. I don't know. But, yeah. That's pretty much the end of it. If you enjoyed, thanks, and hopefully I can get Seaside Lagoon indicated done, and then I already finished the final song. That's pretty much it. If you want me to indicate it, I can do it. If you don't want me indicated, I will. I just losing motivation just to do MSM content. After like the final song, I'm pretty much done with MSM content. I'm gonna be helping MSM finish his. That's pretty much it. Bye. Oh yeah, happy birthday, MSM. You rock. Happy birthday, bestie.